Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Going right back to Scannaboo. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go.
And Scannaboo on 3rd. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. No run, it's Scannaboo. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That goes for a gain of just 1. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chain. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Pass is caught by Wandale Robinson. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This is Scannaboo, left side. It's inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
1st and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
From the gun, here's Dart. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered. They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Good now, we're ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. Jukes another one. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. The Cardinals after the punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. That's taken him to 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Scatterboo on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going on 1st down. It's Dart. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Zayvon Collins in on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games of next week.
And he's taken down, so that's how our 1st quarter's going to end. So a little momentum boost there for the defense. And that is the end of our 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. And on fourth down, they're about ready to punt. He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He dodged the tackle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Mills to the air now. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Mills pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Guard setting in the throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Driving forward with Scatteroo. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Scatteroo now from the gun. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Throw is there. Trey McBride. Oh, this big guy is moving. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now lead by 10. Trey McBride, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw, here's Dart. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Darts looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And he's going to take this one back. And he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Dart resetting here after the pick. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps. He just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. One play action with Darts. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. He puts some air under it deep down the left. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Running with Scatterboo. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On the ground, it's Scatterboo. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Going on 3rd, here's Dodds. Makes the catch, and he has the New York touchdown. The Giants fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants make it an 11-point ball game. Gano ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Mills. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down from the 42. Now an inside give to Benson. He's still going at the 30. Still fighting forward. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump. They'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Darts back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Throwing the out route complete. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Gano ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll toss it here to Benson. Shoots away from one. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On first down, they'll run. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who could take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Here we go, set.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Mills looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point. You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over. But I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. The final throw before the break. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Kate, I could feel by your body language in the call that you saw exactly what I saw, and that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You could see it coming at the field, and at field level, you get lost. But not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
At their own 16-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Half the 60.
Running from the pistol with Benson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 15-yard line.
Benson once more. Room for him past the 30. Through midfield. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
Here's the long back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Mills. This one finds Bolton. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Ready.
Here's Mills to throw. To the left and hauled in by Paul. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Mills to the air now. He brings it in. And we might be close to this lead growing again. And that play gives him a 1st and goal.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Here we go.
Benson. And he pushes forward. They don't get much there. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out.
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down, but that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
From the gun, here's Dart. That's on the quick hitter. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dart's looking to throw. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Dart gonna throw again. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're gonna keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Hand off now from the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Now Dart. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. It's there, just couldn't corral it. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man, and that brings up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. The cover guys go shut it down. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So that brings up 2nd down. Hand off to Benson from the gun. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. Connor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
This is our last play of the quarter. To the air on 3rd and long. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Cardinals football, and they'll start the 4th quarter up by a couple of scores too. They'll send out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. That one's incomplete over the middle.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Benson on 1st and 10. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Back to Benson here on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. On target to his man, Cole. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That one gains 7. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Connor off the pistol give. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On second down, a run with Connor. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a James Conner touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. He's getting close, and they take him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, I understand that. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Complete to Hyatt. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Dart setting in the throw here. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble.
Here we go, here we go.
On the sneak, here's Dart. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Giants putting up points in a game decided.
Kate, I think 2 things were in play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on 1st down. Job well done.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. Rocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Looking to throw. Mills. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. And air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Darts back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 39.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
A gain of 54 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal.
In the red zone on 1st. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make us.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
44. Giants 34.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So we do get a timeout from the defense just before the 2-minute warning. So one more play before we reach that break. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Mills to the air now. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Cardinals holding a 10-point lead. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Lockett, he brings it in. He has the Cardinal 1st down. This one's over. They can run out this win.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 60. At
give left side to Benson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from New York.